Alright, hey there, Reset Button fans. All three of you. We're gonna play the XCOM files. I think I started a series like
More
this.
than 3 fans.
More than three? I don't actually know how many we have.
I think we have 4.
I would be very happy with four.
Yeah.
So I think I did a short form version of this a couple years ago, and I just kind of abandoned it. But I always wanted to come back and do like a tutorial on how to play XCOM. Specifically, this version is Open XCOM. Extended, and
Okay.
it's the mod that's called the XCOM files, which takes its inspiration from the show The X Files, as well as many other sci-fi sources. So there's some cool stuff we can see in the options here. Number one, it has borderless because
Sure, yeah.
this is
Can I
optimized
ask a
from
question before you get into the options?
yeah.
What made you want to do a tutorial for this particular game?
Not that it's abandoned. There are a bunch of like series out on YouTube about this particular game and this particular mod, but not many. Like two, three, sometimes, depending on the mod. I think this one has a good 4 or 5, but that doesn't seem like enough. You know, you see like a modern AAA game, it's got like 50,000 Let's Plays. But
Sure, yeah. And I mean, like, maybe they don't even have a tutorial specifically about this mod, so
yeah, well, I'm
this could be
hoping.
useful for that.
I've been playing XCOM. This particular version, I think I played it when I was a kid, but I picked this one up. My modern playing of XCOM, probably back in 2011 or 2012, and I've been playing it since, here and there. So I'd like to think I'm pretty good. Spoilers, I'm not. Um, but
Oh, pish tush.
but maybe I can add something. To somebody who's looking at it and be like, this seems like a lot of work to get into. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
totally.
certainly don't like that feeling myself. This is cool, but I don't want to mess with it too much because I'm afraid it'll break the recording. So, but there's something here. Where is it? I think it's up here. CRT interlaced and also warp, so you can simulate a CRT monitor, and you can also simulate the roundness of a CRT as well to give it a depth. Maybe I'll do that for the next video.
That's perhaps the dustiest thing I've heard today.
Yeah. I believe I've mixed everything correctly. I hope you can kind of hear the music when it starts up again. Uh,
Yeah, it did cut out though, right?
yeah, it
Like
did.
on
It
your end?
it
Okay,
just
cool.
stopped. Yeah, just a second ago. So, cool thing about OpenXCom, especially OpenXCom Extended or whatever it's called, is it has all this really cool stuff. All these controls that weren't in the original, and there's even more in the extended version. Like you can toggle night vision, all that cool stuff. There's two modes to this game. There's a geoscape. You know what? I'll just go into it and then we'll look at that later.
Yeah,
But
let's look at the game and then you'll get it
jump
because
in.
all that means nothing to me as somebody who's never seen the game before, but
Exactly. Yeah.
maybe is interested in playing it. So let's take a
But
look.
this mod has been in development since 2016, so it's 8 years old, I guess. 8 and a little bit years old, which is pretty nice. So a more confident person would choose superhuman, but I'm going to go with experienced, and I'm going to go Iron Man. So there is
Only auto saves.
no backing out. I can't save scum like I really want to most of the time. But we're gonna give it a go. So this is the geoscape. Um, it's
That looks like Planet Earth.
it yes, you may find that it is planet Earth. In this version, you can use your middle mouse button to zoom in on things, and if you need to review geography, this is a good way to do it. Head on down to
Sure.
Tunis. Everything is represented pretty accurately. I mean, obviously the borders are not as straight or curved sometimes as they need to be, but you get to pick where your first base goes.
And like a good American, you're placing it in Australia.
Well, I've been thinking about that. My usual method is I copy off of another Let's Player who always puts theirs in the Alps, which I think is pretty wicked. Like, just narratively, it's like our base is on the top of a goddamn mountain. But I'm
That's
think
one of the coolest places to put a base.
Yeah. Well, you see those. Let me go over these lines here. That interior line or circle there is where short range radar will go. That
Okay.
next one up is long range radar, and then the third one is a next generation one. So I kind of want to protect America in terms of funding. So I'm going to keep the long range
God
radar.
damn right you want to.
Yeah, I'm going to keep
God
it.
bless these United States.
I'm going to keep long range radar over Alaska, and you can see that I've also included Hawaii in the extra super
Oh
long range.
yeah. That's actually
Actually, let me do
super.
that. We'll be over here in
You've
the
got like
desert.
all of America, and like bonus, you get most of Canada.
Yeah. You do get funding based on how well you do. So I usually go with where it is, so I know what I'm doing when I'm in the base mode. So I usually I'll go like USA base or USA HQ. I'll go USA base. Unless you think there's a much cooler name we should use.
Yeah, absolutely. America Funky Donkey.
America Funky Dunk. Oh, that's it. America Funky?
I would do FKY DKY.
FKYDKY? Oh,
No.
oops. America FKYDKY. Oh, I can't fit it.
We could
FKYD.
do Funky Dunk. We could do Funky Dunk.
Funky Dunk? Just Funky Dunk?
Yeah. No, just no. I'm no good at naming things. It's
Okay.
absolutely not true.
Let's just go with American Funk. I think that's good. So this is the base mode, and there's a setting. This is not available in the original version. You can't put down the actual base buildings manually. You get like a preset base, and then most people destroy everything and rebuild it in like the first month. But thankfully, in OpenXCom, there's this where we can actually pop down the base how we want it. So I want my axis left here. And
Oh, so you're like building your base?
and just so you're aware, aliens do come a knockin', and so they come in two ways for the novice. They come in through the hangar or through the access lift. So if you want
Okay.
to compartmentalize where they can spawn, how you do it is you shove everything to the top and you put everything important down below. So I'm gonna put this. Actually, forget corridors. Corridors are stupid. I'm just gonna put living quarters. No,
But how are your little dudes gonna get from hither to two?
I need something I'm never gonna delete. So it's gonna be the gym.
Yeah, why would you delete the gym? You gotta have a gym.
Yeah, I might delete the XCOM headquarters because there's other versions of headquarters. I might delete the living quarters and the gym because I can't separate. Like I can't just delete this without building something over here to connect. So I'm trying to sort of think longitudinally, if that's a word. So let's put down general stores here, living quarters here, prison cells down here, animal pen off that. I'm going to put my headquarters here, and I'll just put the corridor there. Save position.
Oh wow, it just like immediately jumped into the next thing. Okay.
I did some testing just to make sure
Who are
everything was
these
cool.
stalwart Gambit-looking knockoffs
They do
I'm
look like
seeing on the
Gambit,
screen?
don't they?
They got that weird hat that he has. He's got that weird like cowl.
I agree. So in here, we can dismantle the corridor because we don't need it. Then we can build other stuff. Isn't that neat? We can build more corridors. We can fill this entire side with corridors. Would that be cool? But we need a hangar. So we're going to pop that up there. I made some changes also. I should probably mention this for the novice because they won't see the same things I do. I have changed the settings because there's externalized configurations for this, which means there are files in the mods that allow you to change basic things. So normally you start with like 2 million. I gave myself 5 million. I don't want to struggle in the first part of the game, and
That's cheating.
well, what is cheating really? I also did some changes to the agents, how they spawn. First of all, here's some cool stuff. They're all named, they all have individual stats, and they have a country of origin usually. So Demaris, I don't recognize that flag, nor that one. Now I'm gonna be embarrassed.
Yeah, I don't recognize any of these flags. I'm from a different planet, though.
Yeah. Well, I won't embarrass myself by giving a half-hearted guess. But what I did was I added 30% to the minimum and maximum stats. And I added 50% to the what the gym does. So right now we have 2 hangars
Well,
and one.
sounds a lot like cheating to me, but
It's
I'm gonna let you continue
all right. Well,
before I
don't
stick the
worry,
hounds on you.
because the stats won't really matter. They're all gonna die horribly, horribly. But let's
Sounds
go
like you
over.
don't have a lot of faith in the men you're recruiting.
That's just the kind of game we're playing. So I have a certain number of agents I start with, certain number of scientists, certain number of engineers. Also changed their salaries slightly, just to I don't want to struggle with money in the first part of the game. Not at this point. It won't really matter because things become so absolutely mind-bogglingly expensive in the late game that this little change of like however much percent I reduced it by is not gonna matter at all. So we're gonna need a car, by the way. We're gonna need more clubs. I'm gonna buy 6 of those.
Gotta have your electric clubs.
That is a middle mouse click, by the way. If you're in the, this is also not in the original. If you're in the inventory and you middle mouse click something, it brings it up. So this is how you knock mother effers out, mother truckers. Forgive my language. This is how you knock mother truckers out.
I forgive you.
Yeah. This is also how you knock mother truckers out right here, taser pistol, but it's not accurate enough for me. And this is going to be our bread and butter, at least until our new guns come in. Light pistols. Kinetic means lethal. Electric means not lethal. There's various weapons here. Obviously, pump action, kinetic. It will track each individual shot. Again, the word is shot or slug. So 5 projectiles will come out, and it'll track their movement across the field. We're gonna need some.
That's awful.
Isn't it? So the light pistol has 20, Glock has 22, Snub Nose 26, Colt 45 30. I think we'll probably go with the Colt. Beretta?
Gotta go with the Colt.
I think we're going Colt here. We're gonna go with 10,
That's a lot of guns you're purchasing.
and I'm gonna go with like 40. Somewhere in there. Doesn't have to be perfect. Small shotgun 15 times 7, and this is 15 times 5. What about the accuracy? Accuracy's good TU cost, okay. TU cost, is that less? I can see how the pump action, because it doesn't have a, oh, neither of them do. They're both sawed off, configurations. Let's get
You're
10.
sawed off.
I know, I am. Let's get 4 of these. I don't expect I'll be keeping them very long. We'll need 10 handcuffs. 10.
Gotta kit your guys out.
Yeah, we do. We're gonna need first aid kits. I'm gonna get 4 of those, and oops.
Can't help but notice you're cheaping out on the meds.
Well, those just aren't very useful. This is for getting rid of stun, but if you're trying to raise somebody from stun, your game is already over. Like, you're already about to get grenaded. Things are already going bad for you. It's not worth saving them anymore. I think what I'll do is I'll raise this to 5, and I'll get 4 more of these guys, and that's where we'll sit.
Interested to see what the combat looks like in this game.
We're gonna equip our car. We can only have 2.
Yeah, you gotta equip the car.
And we can choose who we take.
100% it's Elizabeth and Alejandra. Oh no, they really wanted to go in the car together and
They were like,
prevent doing
forget it. All right, there we go. We're back now. What we want, so here's some good newbie stuff. We want high bravery. There's a stat called bravery here. We can look and we can see certain people. So Alejandro, We're gonna
Alejandra.
we're gonna rename you to what should we name? What should we name Alejandro?
Don't call my name.
Don't call my name. Okay, there we go. And then we want the 70, and we will call you Killbot 9000. The reason I want that is I want to be able to pick them out of a crowd, so to speak. Oops.
Yeah.
We want to go here, and then don't call my name and Killbot. That's who we want.
Just a hit.
Mm-hmm. This is the stuff that's on the car. This is the stuff that's in the stores. So we want at least 2 shots each, or 2 reloads each, or 2 mag lights, or 2. Well, we probably only need 1 medipack because they're heavy as hell. I'll take that, and now we're nearly ready. Nearly. I don't think I have any research available at the moment, but it'll rapidly become available. So time is always passing when you're on this screen. You'll notice we also don't have any radar. Normally we'd see like a circle. So,
Yeah, you pointed them out earlier.
So we cannot see UFOs when they're hanging around. It also has... I could have put my base down here in Antarctica, and we would have lost the game fairly quickly. Here we go.
Makes sense.
We got a car, and there's something... Here we go. So our accountant is going to introduce themselves. Ah, the new commander. I supervise all financial matters of the organization. Can I see you later today at my office? There are some points I'd like to discuss, but first I need you to sign off on this parcel. It's been sitting here for a long time. It's addressed to the XCOM commander. I don't know what's inside, so don't open it here. Just sign.
That's terrifying.
Sonic blaster rifle. All right. And then she fully
like
introduces
the Sonic
herself.
Blaster, like you have to say the Sonic Blaster.
Yes.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
This is our accountant. She'll be pertinent throughout the story, quote unquote. This is primarily an action game. There is story, and it is excellent. But it's something you kind of pick out as things progress. So she's just telling us that accounting will be a thing that we do. And she also
Exciting.
And she also implies that we have oversight from the UN intelligence.
Commander, may I enter? Pleased to finally meet you. I thought you could use a break on your busy first day, so I brought some coffee to celebrate the moment. Or might you be a tea person? Either way, I've poisoned both of the cups. So while we were waiting on your arrival, I took the liberty to socialize with some of the people on the funding committee to uncover some information on the current affairs. As it happens, I have on me some files I procured that way. Can we look at them later together, perhaps over dinner?
We got some secret files.
Not very secret the way he's talking about them.
No. So she compliments our suit. She introduces herself as the intelligence officer. She takes phone calls, makes coffee, and squeezes people for information. She interrogates the live captives that we will take. So she is accurately describing the situation. Very much like the X-Files, we are basically a government agency. But not really. More like a division in a government agency, because we have virtually no funding. All we know is weird stuff is happening. We don't know why. We don't know who's doing it, but we're here to find out. She cannot do anything with dead bodies. The chief medical officer can. And now we'll just wait for somebody else to introduce themselves. Here we go. Quartermaster. Well, albeit...
So in this way, you kind of... a bunch of people just show up?
It used to be that you had to research them and then they'd introduce themselves. Let's see here. Glad to finally see you in person. I'm in charge of supplies and field equipment. He talks about workshop. I don't... Let's see. Whiskey. Is that how you spell whiskey? Before we get to it, there's a little something I keep stashed away for a rainy day. I think it's time we dust it off. What is it? It's a weapon box. We will make use of that. Here's our quartermaster. I would drink with him, I think. Keep an eye on all supply orders. For starters, I recommend expanding our basic field gear a little. They say our suspects are harder to take down, if you know what I mean. My instinct tells me shootings will be common. He is correct. I think the chief medical officer is next. Oh, we got $250,000. Let's good to know our cause has actual material support beyond what is written. Random events can
A little
happen.
scary, though. People giving you money out of the blue. That's
Sure.
not.
Oh, our shit arrived. Excellent. Let's get rid of this trash. Alright, one more tip for our newbies. Right-click immediately brings whatever it is to 0. And also all the way up. So you can right-click like that. In some
It's those
cases,
quality of life tips that people are here for.
yeah, you can also scroll up and down. That also does a thing. Let's see, we want 2 Colt 45s and 4 reloads. If we need more than 2 reloads a person, we're in big trouble. Whoops. I want to do this, and then I'll take a second medipack. I have them available. I think we're set. And let's see, you can select armor, but we have none available. We just have the suit. Can I do that? Okay, this is the stats for the suit. That's what we'll look like on the field. This is the generic soldier that's in the original game. Open XCOM and the XCOM files in particular has extra heads. So
Nice.
our soldiers will actually look like what they would look like. You can also select pilots, and selecting your pilot does affect stats for whatever it is. These are cars, but you can have planes, transport devices, etc. It's pretty cool. I think what we can do is we can't do any of that, but we have some research we can start. All this. So let's see here. I think we should go with secret files or weapon box. What do you think?
Secret files.
Or we could do something like basic operations. We'll get it all done eventually. You think secret files?
I mean, they're secret.
So again, you can scroll here, or you can right-click.
And allocate scientists to researching things.
You can also right-click. And you can
Okay.
go up and down by ones. But we'll set them all to it. And we don't know how long it'll take. But there's five scientists there. We have no further space available and no further scientists available. Alright, let's head back. I think the CMO has the chat. There she is. Hello, Commander. I'm the Chief Medical Officer at this base. I heard some good stuff about you, so I have some high hopes for the project. In fact, I'm more interested in the discoveries we can make than the money. Since I'm not exactly a poor person, I decided to leave a small donation to the cause. I give it to you for your safe locker. Ooh, she gave us a butt ton of money. Suppose I should tell you a bit about myself. As you know, my duty is to keep our field agents in one piece. Well, you know how it is with shady businesses like ours. However, I'm also qualified to perform scientific analyses of biological materials, including autopsies, vivisections, and biochemical tests. Feel free to pay me a visit. Sorry for the smell of antiseptics, but believe me, it's better this way. That means it's
Better than
smelly
smelling like
and
corpses.
rufus. So let's get going. There's going to be some weird shit that happens. Oh, here we go. So let's see. What do we get? We get 4 million? Oh, we got 5 million. We have a maintenance of 400,000, so now we have near 10. We're doing okay. This number can be very low. I think it can go negative, and I think it can be in the thousands. So let's hope I do all right. We start in December 1996.
Okay, right now. You know.
I think if we get to the end of 1999 and we haven't solved all the Earth's problems, we lose. But don't quote me on
I mean,
that. What's
like
that?
Lavos appears.
Yeah. Secret file, let's see. Anthony Barker, a saboteur from the cult of Sirius. Suspected of tampering with satellite systems to omit UFO activity from government and military feeds. In many cases, UFO signatures were unnoticed or easily lost. Upon examination, he turned out to have been an alien enthusiast years before any of this became on radar, and was eager to help them on the basis alone. Interpol is notified, which means we may or may not get a mission where our job is to apprehend him. We may accidentally kill him. That is a thing that can happen. Alright, what should we do next? Logistics takes a long time. So we should probably do all the short-term stuff first. What do you think?
Why do you have to research the money briefcase and the weapon box? Weren't those gifts?
They are, yes, but, yeah, I can't
You have to look into
get
them.
for free from maids. I can get them from maids, that's funny. What about the weapon box? We get them...
Basic operations, right? Yeah.
Yeah, let's see what that gives us. Oops, not that one. Oh, basic operations, it leads to all this stuff, so yeah, that would be excellent, actually. Let's see, non-standard weapons gives us a lot of options here. Personal protection
Both of
gives
those are
us
nice choices.
vests and coats. That might not be a bad idea. Logistics gives us some really cool stuff, but it takes a long time, so it would be worthwhile. What's medicine give us? Trauma packs. Okay. I think basic operations is our good to go bet here. We're probably going to need more agents. Just letting you know. Alright, suspects detained in Oslo. It's all the way over here. Looks like we got to drive across the Atlantic. So there's two ways to do this. You can click on the base, click on the car, and then click on the destination. You can also click over here on intercept, and that'll give you every available one from every base. While we're at it,
Nice. Your dudes are en route.
yeah, we need to kit out this one. I'll just choose whoever. It doesn't matter. They're gonna die anyway.
Yikes.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of faith in them. That is part and parcel for this game. The original game. Right, there we go. Alright, so they're ready to go when the next mission pops up as we're driving across the Atlantic here. Or I guess it's the Arctic Ocean.
See your dudes?
That
Oh, yeah,
little-
okay, they're there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see them now.
that little yellow dot is our guys driving across the ocean right now in a car.
That
A car
makes
we
sense.
lease, by the way. It's a lease. So we're probably not going to get any deposits back on that one. We're going to
I'm glad
Norway.
they chose the most direct route
Hold on, I'm gonna
through
run through.
Canada and by ice. Wait, what?
I wanted to
just
get
happened?
there during the day. So
Oh, yeah, I just saw the time is passing like that.
at night, well, I have to use the flashlights more, and it's harder. We have located members of an illegal organization known as the Church of Dagon. We must apprehend the suspects and capture them, if possible. To abort the mission, blah 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 blah. Alright, so here's Don't Call My Name, and here's Killbot 9000. Oh, I guess we'll take
Great.
that. So we're gonna
Well, nice,
take
nice
everything
people.
off of both.
I like their Diablo inventories.
I agree. So we want that. I don't want to overload them. These guys can only take so much weight. I think we'll take that, and I'll take this, this. I don't think we need that, actually. Should I take the shotgun? I'll take the shotgun.
Yeah, of course.
If they can carry it, why not?
QD?
QD? Oh, quick
Where you put
quick deploy, I
Quick
think.
draw.
Quick draw. That's quick draw. So,
McGraw.
so in XCOM, you have to do this for each individual person, which can be kind of annoying if you have it.
that's so great. That's how I want to spend my time.
Yeah, yeah. You can have like 15, 20 guys sometimes. So in XCOM Extended, you can save and load, which is
Oh, that's nice.
nice.
Yeah, that's a nice quality of life feature. Oh, look at your dudes. They parked their car
Yeah, so
just out.
we are likely going to die. I already told you that.
Maybe you guys will be fine. They're brave.
Yeah, maybe we'll be all right. If we get people unaware, we might do it. All right. So these are guys. I have changed the speed somewhat. They're basically going to run around the map. So we have to develop a strategy here. We have only two guys. Each has.
Finally on a map.
Yeah. I think it might be wise to go in here and check this building.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm gonna save. So TUs are time units. If we go here, you can see time units. Energy. Energy is like, if you run out of energy, you pass out. If you run out of time units, your turn's over. But they're related. Here's your health, morale, reactions. They're kind of self-explanatory, I guess, except for sanity. If you run out of sanity, you start to kill your own men and stuff like that.
Right.
You can reserve TUs for different kinds of things. You can use all your TUs. You can do many things with your TUs. They're your TUs.
Right. Oh, a bathroom. How nice.
Yeah. Oh, looks like I'm not opening that door. How much does it cost? Oh, forget it. I'm opening the door. Right-clicking will open objects. So we can go over here now to Don't Call My Name. Let's see here. I think don't know where they could be. They could be anywhere on this map. We just have no idea. Like if it were, real life.
Where there's a secret cult?
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
think
who
they're
knows?
in there. I don't think they're in there, but I'm out of TUs, so
No?
hostiles come out. Oh, one of them opened a door. We heard it, but we didn't see it. If we look around, we might be able to see an open door, and that would give us a clue. But we don't. Well, I doubt they're in here. So let's go out the front door.
Yeah, it seems unlikely.
Alright, well. I don't
Yeah,
think
it
they're in
seems
here
like-
either.
Yeah, they probably aren't in there.
I think it's a
right?
waste of TUs. I'm gonna go to this big building here and...
Gotta conserve them TUs.
Oh, we spotted one. It's
Oh,
a
it's
Church
a-
of Dagon, and... there's a
He's
way
got
to-
some sort of a thing in his hand.
I think it's a Dragonov. It's a sniper rifle. So I think
Oh,
we're gonna...
that's fun.
Yeah, we're gonna get some cover and kneel.
Got dudes with handguns against a man with a sniper rifle from
Yeah.
within a building.
And then we're gonna... Oh! The game is slightly unfair in that we really are underprepared. Now this guy, this guy is looking towards me. I can kind of tell. He's looking at me. He's got a Dragonov.
Yeah, it seems like
And
he's looking at you.
he has a similar set of stats, including reactions. If I move towards him, he might fire at me. But there's a decent chance. There's a decent chance he used up all of his TUs and he can't. So if I sneak in next to him, I might be able to knock him out in one go. 8? I think I could do it.
I think you can do it too. I believe in you.
Alright, let's do it.
But more importantly, I believe in don't call my name.
Alright, we can hit him once.
You've got this.
Shit.
You failed. You're gonna die.
Yeah,
immediately.
probably. Now, he has a weapon. If he decides to fire at me while I'm right next to him, I can push his barrel away. That's the problem. You can't do, like, point-blank shots.
That makes sense.
They're really inaccurate.
Oh, you're trying to flank him, huh? I get a
Well,
little flanky flank.
there might be another dude somewhere around here.
I love dudes.
Yeah, don't we all? Alright, here we go. Well, he did. He ran out of TUs. And also he has some stun, so... There we go. We took him out, and that was the end.
Oh, you got him. Oh, you closed the case. You did it. Loot his corpse.
He had a crossbow. That was a crossbow.
Oh.
So
That's a weird weapon.
I agree. So at the end of every mission, you get a value as part of your score that goes to that score we saw on the funding screen. And you get a rating. So you want the rating to be sufficient or better, generally. We got a live enemy that's worth more than a dead one. Our guys gain stats as they go, so they gained a bunch of strength, some TUs, and some HP. And then we got our loot, too.
Don't call my name, my homeboy.
He is. And then we get promotion. So now we have a senior agent.
Well, he ranks. That's nice.
And
Well,
so,
this has been a very educational time.
I agree.
Yeah.
That was a surprisingly successful first one.
Yeah, it seems like a really interesting game. I do have to go.
Yeah. This is a good place to stop.
Yeah, enjoy XCOM.
Yeah. Download it today, as long as you own the original game. You can get it on Steam. This show brought to you by Steam. Alright, peace
No,
out.
it's not.
No, it's not. Take care, everyone.